What's up, guys? It's the Honest Outlaw, and I'm here at the Beretta booth with Nicholas over there. Didn't want to be on camera, and Eric, who decided to. How dare you, Nicholas?
Nick, we couldn't coerce.
Yeah, we couldn't.
All the promises of beer in the world.
Yeah.
She's a little red face. What's going on?
So, oh, she got anyway. So, the new Beretta 1301 Competition Pro,
Yes.
which I have been looking at getting for quite a while. I'm a big fan. This has all the stuff, all the Beretta stuff.
Yes.
So it doesn't just have some of the cool stuff from different models. It has everything, including the recoil reduction system.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you're familiar with the waterfowl guns?
A little.
A little bit. Okay, so
I have the 1301 Tactical.
all right, so we can start. We'll start just comparing to the waterfowl because it's more.
Sure.
Here is straight from waterfowl.
Absolutely.
So last year we launched the A400 Extreme Plus, which was a follow-on to the A400 family, launched back in 2011. Maybe 2012. I got to check that. Commenters, fact check me.
Definitely don't.
Okay. Early 2010.
Yeah.
We'll go
Let's
with
go
that.
with that.
Yeah. And
Somewhere between 2010 and now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so we actually introduced an integral recoil reduction device. It's called the Kickoff Mega. And that is comprised of two hydraulic dampeners in the stock right back here.
Yep.
And a single hydraulic dampener between the stock and the receiver. And the hydraulic dampener between the stock and the receiver basically buffers the bolt as it bottoms out during travel.
Cool.
And the dampeners in the stock are there to absorb recoil impulse. Because remember, Murphy's Law always gets you. You can't kill Murphy. But what you can do is mitigate Murphy's Law as it applies to you.
Yep.
So the hydraulic buffers extend the recoil impulse out to a significant margin, meaning that the felt recoil impulse is very, very much reduced.
Yeah, because recoil weight isn't the only thing. It's spreading it out over a long period of
It's the
time
impulse.
to decrease that shock. Yeah.
Exactly. So with the hydraulic buffers in the stock and the one button at the back of the bolt, it reduces that felt recoil quite significantly and makes it so that the A400 series, which is where this comes from, is the lightest recoiling waterfowl shotgun in the market.
And it's not 80 pounds either, as it turns out. It's extremely lightweight and maneuverable, and that's really important with a gun like this, which is geared more toward free guns, things like that.
Yeah, so we took the 400 series, some of the good things about that, namely the stock, which is a rubber G-piece, and brought that over to the 1301 family, which we launched the 1301 Comp 2014 in the US, and that was a 3.5-inch receiver with a 3-inch chamber, which yielded a larger loading port and an oversized ejection port, and it was just easier to load to, etc.
And we were looking at this earlier. You're going to put some machining guys out of business because you can quad load this right out of the box.
You can, and I just tried, but this is day 2 of shot and my hands aren't working, so I'm not going to do it. I might load 2. You want to try load 2?
Go ahead.
We can try load 2. It's gonna be a disaster. I can feel it now.
We won't judge you.
Yeah. Okay. See?
Well, see?
Already a disaster. All right.
Yeah, it's like I almost like
No. There we go.
There we go.
Got it. That took 3 tries and threw in the shell.
I promise you it's good.
It's much faster, I promise, but this is day 2 of shot plus, yeah.
And you guys have oversized controls, including the charging handle.
We do.
And
You want to try? Maybe your day 2 of shot is a little better.
Your dummy shells here are a little short, too.
And a little light.
Wow, yeah. I've never used dummy shells like this before.
There you go.
There we go. Tell us a little about the blue receiver that used to be only on the trap guns, and I've almost bought it just for that.
We'll just call it the sporting gun.
Okay, fair enough.
So we had it on the A400 XL series, which was used for sporting clays, ski, trap. Some guys would use it for hunting, maybe.
Oh, they definitely use it for hunting. Yeah. Be a great pheasant gun for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I did, but I did.
I'm loving the texture on the grip as well. You can't see it very well here, but it's polymer here, and then it has a rubber texture
rubber
right
inlay.
here.
So this is also straight off the A400 waterfowl gun, and what this does is it improves texture and grip during safety. When you're out in a 3-gun competition, it's cold or rainy. Now the standard 1301 Comp has a very highly textured, sharp texture. A lot of people, kind of are mixed on that.
I like this better.
This is a little squishy and it's a little easier to handle, especially if you're flipping it over to do a load 2. So.
Then you got the vent rip barrel as well,
Right, with
fiber optic front sight.
Fiber optic front, and they ship with an extended choke tube, so you get an IC. It's optimized.
Love the mid-bead.
Yeah,
if you're on a match, you're running the slugs. Way easier to have a mid-bead.
So if you guys are interested, if you Google TAC Life, Tactical Life, you're familiar with them?
Yeah.
TacticalLife.com, 1301 Comp Pro. I actually demoed this for those guys, and we were shooting slugs at 150 and smacking the plate around all day.
Wow, nice.
And the guy who ran the range actually told me at the end of the day, he's like, that plate is bent. And I was like, really? It's an AR-500 plate. No, it was bent.
Oh, I bent mine. I have a shotgun plate on my range, and my viewers will know that it's bent like a U.
Well, what gets me is this was a 5.56 plate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is too. Mine's AR-500 rated.
You put enough slugs on something, it'll do it.
And if you want to go further than 150, I bet you can do it because you have the integrated mount as well.
Exactly. So we have a a drilled and tapped upper receiver. You want to flip that so you get it in the camera. Drilled and tapped upper receiver, which means that you can use the Picatinny rail that we offer on our website, which gets you pretty much anything from a magnified optic to an aim point to whatever you want to put on there. Or let's say you want to get something that's lower that may co-witness with speed. Almost knocked that out. Co-witness with beads. You can actually use the KE Arms direct mount.
Yep.
And the KE Arms direct mount for the A400 Extreme Plus or the 1301 Comp Pro lets you get a direct mount T1.
Yeah, that's cool.
T1 style.
Absolutely. And then you got the chokes as well?
Extended tubes, yeah. So it comes with one extended tube in the box. But since they're Optim HP, it's the same as the A400 Extreme Plus. So we've got everything from skeet construction to extra full if you want to run targets.
Now, are you offering different models for capacity and kind of stuff like that? Or
No,
are you just running the...
unfortunately, due to import restrictions, they're limited, so it's
But I'm sure they are
4+1.
available. I would imagine aftermarket's available.
Aftermarket, yes. We just don't offer it.
Oh, totally understand that. So overall, this is probably the best competition gun I've seen in a while because it offers the gas system of the Beretta with the reliability as well. Because a lot of times gas guns are softer shooting, but they're not quite as reliable. Beretta, you won't have that kind of problem. On top of that, all the recoil mitigation. On top of that, the good trigger, the extended controls, and already beveled loading port here, which is the biggest deal if you're going to be running 3-gun. Because you're going to be loading as fast as you are shooting. So
exactly.
Awesome.
And then one thing I was going to mention, all of your viewers, I'm sure, are familiar with ARs and AR style bolts. You notice that rotating bolt in there? That's
cool.
So that rotating bolt, the nice thing about it is, let's say it slows down. In your middle of the match, you got your extension on there. You don't want to have to get out your toolkit to take the extension off and deal with it. Just pop it back a little bit, drop some oil on that little breech area, run it a few times. It'll run for the rest of the match.
Nice.
And these things, they just run. As long as they're lubricated, they run. And it's like an AR in that fashion.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of lube on there.
So many 1301 reviews where these guns just go.
Oh, yeah. And another nice thing, I'm doing it unconsciously without talking through it. So on some guns, you have to run the action in order to get the shell out.
Absolutely.
You notice I'm doing this, it's not doing anything.
Yep.
To get the shell out on these, just pry up on the bolt release, like so, and it trips the shell latch if I do it right. There we go. These are weird dummy shells.
They are weird, yeah.
So if you do it right, trip the shell latch and the whole shell comes out, and that way you don't have to worry about running shells through your action, which, I mean, you got to on some guns.
No, I could really see it for a bent gun or a dub gun, something like that. Absolutely.
And it's the same way on all Beretta shotguns that run like this. You can either lift up on an extended bolt release if you have one, or just press in really hard on the bolt button and it'll trip that latch out of the way.
Yep.
And it's a safer way to unload.